didn't believe that it was necessary. I couldn't afford the time to go and do it. So I love you all so, so much. The charity, the Oasis project. It's not about building a school. It's not about building a hospital or children that are needing care. It's about a community. It's in the Gambia. I don't know whether you all know the Gambia. It's in West Africa, tiny strip of a country. A mixture of poverty and wealth, but as usual in Africa, the ones that really just don't have the basics. And they are the forgotten ones, especially as Bakau is very much in the tourist area. Gambia is a beautiful place to go on holiday. If you've never been there, go there. They've got beautiful holidays, beautiful beaches. But at the same time, there are these people that just don't have a voice. And for my calling, I've been called to be their voice, and I do my best. What I do is try and take care of a number of things in the community. But if I don't look at this, I will ramble, because there's just so much that they need and can be done for them. But for our charity registration, we have to do an object statement. And it was all summed up by saying, is the prevention or relief of poverty in Bakau and satellite settlements in the Gambia by providing or assisting in the provision of education, training, healthcare projects, and all the necessary support designed to enable individuals to generate a sustainable income and be self-sufficient. Also, it's about the relief of sickness and the prevention of health and the preservation of health amongst people living in Bakau and the surrounding area. We act as a resource for young people living in Bakau and the surrounding area by providing advice and assistance and organising programs of physical education and other activities as a means of advancing in life and helping young people to develop their skills, capacities and capabilities to enable them to participate in society as independent, mature and responsible individuals. We're helping in their education, in providing recreation and leisure time activities in the interest of social welfare and people living in the area of benefit who have need by reason of their youth, age, infirmity or disability, poverty or social and economic circumstances, with a view to improve the conditions of life of such persons. And lastly, what we do to advance the education of children living in Bakau and the surrounding areas through the provision of grants and materials and facilities for education. How does one person do all these things? It's a calling. We support an orphanage nursery school, and we've done eye testing for the community. In 3 days, over 700 people were tested, provided medication, glasses. We paid for the staff, because if you don't in Africa, you don't get anything done. And if you take anything for nothing, then you're beholden to somebody who will want to cash in later. So it's a real struggle at times. But I'm led by the Almighty, and everything's possible. From the eye testing, it led to looking at the community, because we found that a lot of the infections and diseases we were finding during these screenings were really avoidable. So the only way I know to take care of that is to teach people to not be doing the things they're doing that's making them sick, very much like we try to do here. So we started a campaign called Bin It, Don't Drop It, Litter Can Kill, because the communities are very, very dirty. Children run around in drains that are just filthy, and they've been like that for decades. And it's a big task, but without boring you, I spent lots of times out there. And the last 2 visits have been really amazing, in that I was able to actually clean some drains up, and I did wonder, why am I using my money to clean drains for these people? But it was a symbol of what was to come. Because this last visit, I was actually able to take the leaders of the country to what I did in November, and for them to feel ashamed of themselves by their own words, that they are now committed to what I'm doing for their people. And I came back with a letter that actually identifies that what I've started to do is in line with the Millennium Development goals that the whole world has signed up to. And with apologies from the council leaders and National Environment Agency leaders, that they really have been negligent in not paying attention to the things that I've been doing, and that they are going to put some budgets towards it. But they never have enough, so fundraising occasions like this are always necessary. So I need a lot of support. We're small, but we're doing magnificent things. It's beyond my comprehension, some of the things because I travel alone out there a lot of the time. Money is what we don't have. My long-suffering husband and I, we've been funding all this by faith over the years, since 2007. And anytime I ask people for money, are you registered? You're not registered, we're not giving you any money. When you've got registration, come back. Well, now we've got registration, that isn't an excuse anymore. The excuse now is that, how big are you? What can you show us? What can't you show us? Well, I'm here to say that actually, I can show you a lot more than a large organisation that's been there for 50 years can show you. The things that we've achieved in the last 5 years have been amazing. We've changed lives. We've changed lives. Our money does not go on administration. I want people to come to the Gambia, have a holiday, as well as help us on a volunteer trip. Make a difference in somebody's lives. We can't all take time out to go and do what I do, for as long as I do it. But you can take a week. You can organise an activity to help us fundraise. We need lots of money to continue to make the changes. Just like cancer research needs money, we need money, because if you see what there is to do, 20 years wouldn't correct what I'm trying to do. But with the help of everybody around, everyone supporting us, keeping me strong to continue, we can do it. I know it's done, because the Almighty says it's done, but we have to do our bit, and I need everybody here from today to please commit to making a pledge to us, so that I can go and make these children smile, that I can make sure the malaria in these areas continue to reduce, that I can do the workshops that I do with them, that empowers them to actually take care of the things that is reducing the malaria in the community. Oh, I can go on for a long time. I can go on for a long time. But the pledges, volunteer trips, I'm trying to organise one for November. Please, please. It's about £500 for a week, and you'll be exposed to a lot of things that you would not imagine, and you'll come back changed yourself, and that can't be a bad thing. Thank you all so much for tonight. This is the first step. I'm so overwhelmed. Thank you very much. God bless you.